We're back. Browns franchise. And, well, this is probably going to be it. I mean, there's a chance we do more. It just kind of depends on how far I can get in the 2 hour window that YouTube streams and PlayStation streams, allow me to get. We have what looks to be either 13 or 14 seasons, somewhere around there to go. So, we're going to try and get through as many as we can in, a convenient time. We're not going to try and rush it. We're not going to try and take our time. The whole goal is for this to really be the finale. As you can see, we finished off the perfect 17-0 season. The first ever. Obviously, there's the Dolphins, but they didn't get 17 regular season wins. So we're kind of special. However, if I just go to franchise settings, I believe, as you can see, for everything is auto, except league advancement. I obviously am going to be at the one to do that. But everything else is auto. And that should kind of help because we're trying at this point to take kind of a sit back role. I want the computer to finish this team. Now, there are some scenarios where I will, come in and do stuff like if there's a certain player I want to keep, I will re-sign them. Or if there's a certain player I want gone, I will go ahead and cut them, trade them, you name it. But the whole point is for the computer to really decide on majority of the moves, unless I see the moves fitting. So, say DeMarcus Wilkins as a free agent, I'm obviously going to re-sign him, assuming, he continues to play how he does. But this is really the final look. Obviously, this is going to change in legit one simulation. Devion Carter, for example, and Jamie Rhodes going to be gone. So that is going to be something we're going to immediately have to see how the computer does to replace. Obviously, we have some solid guys. We could test out Cameron Livingston and Taj Ward. Taj Ward, I believe, will fill perfectly for Jamie Rhodes. However, Cameron Livingston is someone I'm not quite as confident in. But quickly, I'm not going to re-sign anyone. It's up to the computer if they want to re-sign any of these guys. So with that being said, this is it. This is kind of the final bit. And we're simming, so this is realistically like all in the computer's hands. I mean, we don't even have an option to negotiate contracts, so I mean, this is really it. We can't even see the free agent Twitch. It's kind of dumb. I think we should, even if it's on auto, be allowed to. But I guess we'll just advance week. Hopefully it'll let me see the free agency recap. We do have some retirements to quickly go over, it looks like. Scotty Hancock and Levi Shaw and Sean Bishop signed to all Clits. Congrats on good careers for all three of you guys. Going to quickly advance again. And one last advance. Alright, we are at least able to do that. Delegate decisions to staff. I'll make sure to press that. But the free agency recap. The number one player being an 80, or who he's got signed is an 85 overall. I guess Corey Gowrie retired or something, because he's not even here. But Avery Singleton signed with the Steelers. Working for former players, Pat Boone signed a 2-year deal with the Texans. Adrian Church spent a year with us, signed with the Falcons on a 2-year deal. Eric Mayer signed with the Ravens. JP Zimmerman, former guy for us a while ago, or was it this offseason, signs a 1-year deal with the Ravens. That sucks. Ravens signed free safety Jason Austin. Okay, I don't know why. Brandon James goes unsigned. He is now a free agent. Spent all his career up to this point with the Jets. Looks like he will be a free agent to start. Trevor Altman signs a 1-year deal with the Ravens. The Ravens kind of went in. I mean, Corey Gowrie's not anywhere here. Damon Reed, someone I wanted to see, signs a 2-year deal with the Vikings. Wait, is Jamie Rhodes on our team still or something? Oh, maybe we re-signed Corey Gowrie. I forgot. That's possible. Jamie Rhodes is still on the team. Corey Gowrie got re-signed. When did we bring back Jamie Rhodes? Devion Carter's back as well. How did we even afford this? I am most definitely confused. We kept a lot of our former guys somehow. Maybe I should have turned that on next week. Because don't even know what happened. Start the NFL draft. Obviously, we have the very last pick. And well, we're just going to skip one pick to see who we drafted. John. Very interesting name. Alright, for this pick, Nathan Harris, left guard out of Alabama. Why are we taking O lineman? 3rd round pick, Jeff Neal, free safety out of Tennessee. 4th round pick, or excuse me, 2nd, 3rd round pick, David Hunt, outside linebacker, Texas A&M. 5th round pick, or 4th round pick, technically, Zach Golston, left end, LSU. Our first 5th round pick, Charles Burnham, center Florida State. That's our second center we've taken now. Our second 5th round pick, Bo Bush, right end, LSU. Our third 5th round pick, Matthew Shields, strong safety, Michigan State. We have 6th round pick, 2 of them. Mike Bigby, left outside linebacker, Wisconsin. Matt Walker, free safety, Missouri. We have a lot of picks, it looks like. Arthur Hambrick, cornerback, USC. We're actually going to be slow with this one, since it's, one. Jacoby Bradshaw, left guard, UCF. And then end of draft, because we won't see no others. Alright, we do have some retirements to quickly go over as well. Matthew Scott went unsigned, decided, maybe it's time to hang him up. Alright, for us, we end up getting a 75, very solid start, hidden dev. 73, hidden dev, interested to see what he really does with Cole Stanley. 72 in the third, only normal, but hey, 72 in the third, that's better than what I do. 68 in the third is also, respectable. Not amazing, but not horrible. I mean, we nailed this draft. We even got 70, 71. Hey, this computer knew what they were doing. Another hidden dev center. Finally, we'll check out this guy, Matthew Shields, 69, also hidden dev. And just out of curiosity, the lowest goes to a tie between Cole Ray and Stanley Britton. The highest going to Gerald Thompson. $17 overall difference between the highest and lowest. But we're just going to straight up advance to the regular season. Where it doesn't really matter how we ended up. Season goal, none of this matters. Scouts, I don't really think that matters. However, we are going to check our 53-man roster. Remember, I am allowed to make some decisions if I, see fitting. But I thought that said Reese for a sec. Wilkins still is the starter. Oh, Eden might get overtaken by Cummins. That's crazy. Reese, Carter, Hall, the free guys. Oh, we also signed Dion McLaughlin. How did we get this money? Defensively, this is where I step in to put Bartow over Bradham. And then special teams, Brett Franz, Corey Gowdy. So that's nice to see that Corey Gowdy might actually retire a Cleveland Brown. But we're going to sim to mid-season. Majority of this is just simming, by the way. So this is going to be what you expected. And we will go past the trade deadline, I believe. Either that or it will stop us at week 8. Stopped us at week 8. What a... Why do we have the option to choose draft class? Still. Guess we'll have to do that and just press auto-generate rookies. But breakout QB, I'm gonna click on this, but unless something happened, Wilkins. Oh, it's just XP. I was about to say he already has X Factor. But we sit 6-1 after 7 games. I want to check our depth chart, see what has changed. Nothing. Quite literally nothing. Chris Reese up to a 99, no morale, so he is just flat out 99. Don't know who you are. Sam Ford. I guess you're the backup. Hey, that's a great deal. 680K for a 1-year deal. But this is insane. When you put auto, you're not able to interact with anything. Oh, I guess I can. I can go to resign players. Negative 430K. I'm curious to see where we're gonna get the money because there's a reason I was going to let a lot of these guys go, and that is so we could re-sign these guys. And well, Jamie Rose and all the other people, Devion Carter, Pat Boone, are now going to prevent guys like Ed Palmer. Or no, Pat Boone didn't get brought back. Ed Palmer, Byron Morgan, Joey Boston. So this is kind of going to be interesting now. Also, I do want to quickly check league transactions. Go to the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so we haven't done any re-signs. So I believe that's legit everyone we could re-sign, and we just can't afford them. We're going to go to the playoffs. Hopefully where we will be in. I mean, we're 6-1. We're going to have a tremendous fall off to not make it. So, fingers crossed. 13-4 is not enough for a first round bye. It's enough for the 2 seed. Tennessee ends up with the 1 seed. I'm curious to see how they did. 14-3. Second best record. Raiders at 12-5. Looks like the AFC was really good this year. Shout out Jaguars and Broncos who just barely missed the cut. But first game is going to be against our former guy in Martin Cruz. Let's see how it goes. We're advancing 1 game at a time for playoffs. Are we one and done? Are we going to the next round? We do defeat them 28-21. The Raiders do win, and then the Dolphins win. The Bears end up with the 1 seed again, just like last year. The Cardinals win, the Giants win, so no real upsets. Obviously, the Cardinals, Panthers, that could have been an upset, but I mean, it's the 4 and 5 seed, so. Oh yeah, that's not. Where did the Panthers at? Yeah, the Cardinals finished with the better record, so that's not even an upset. Alright, divisional round. With a chance to go to the championship game, we do win 42-20, and Miami pulls off the upset. Chicago does win, and the Giants do win as well. Alright. With a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. We win. It's a rematch of last year. I'm gonna quickly show you. Preseason, nothing. Regular season, forced win, none. Postseason, none. I didn't touch anything. This is straight up. Just, I guess we're that good of a team. Alright, well, Pro Bowl doesn't really matter. Congrats to everyone who did make it. Yearly awards, we're only going to check really. MVP, DeMarcus Wilkins. Well, I'm glad I checked. Coach of the year, we do come third place. Offensive player of the year, we're just going to do quick scroll through. Defensive player of the year, got that too. Offensive rookie, defensive rookie. QB, obviously. Running back, Kyle Rogers at 3. Receiver, Chris Reese there at 3. Saw there was another guy too. Tim Hall at 5. O-line, we got a guy. Got another one, Taylor Eden. D-line, Ed Palmer. Linebacker, Joey Caldwell. Defensive back, we don't have any. And that's kicker. Brett Ron's at 4. Alright. Question is, are we Super Bowl champions again? Or are the Bears going to get their revenge? I feel like we've played the Bears a few times. Ooh. Don't want to do that. Kyle Rogers, Super Bowl MVP. I mean, this is crazy. Alright, next time we're not even going to check the yearly awards. We're going to do the season recap, I guess. But I am just curious, how many times have we played the Bears in the Super Bowl? 2. Has it really only been 2? It feels... I felt like we played them like 4 times. Well, guess we haven't. Retirements. Brandon James does retire. He did sign with the Panthers. Jack June, our former quarterback, does call it quits. Brandon James, former quarterback for us, actually, fun fact, spent a year with us as the backup. To Jack June, I believe. Or someone else. Luke Gilkey, former center for us, calls it quits. John Brooks, former punter for us, calls it quits. Dom Buckner, I want to say, used to play for us. Josh Castillo used to play for us. A lot of head coaches and stuff. But I mean, there you go. After one season, we're Super Bowl whatever number champions. So, I mean, fantastic start to this finale. We have to fill staff. Well, that is not up to me. That is up to the computer. We have some more retirements to quickly go over. Clay Guyton. Advance to next week. Even more retirements. Jonathan Grant. We did lose, I'd imagine, quite a few guys. Some I did not want to lose, but, well, it's out of my control. Corey Gowery ends up being a free agent and going unsigned. He is still kicking around. Jamie Rhodes signs a 1-year deal with the Texans. Ed Palmer signs a 4-year deal with the Texans. Joey Boston signs a 4-year deal with the Texans. Well, where's the originality at? Byron Morgan signs a freer deal. They have signed every single one of our free agents except the punter. Deion McLaughlin signs with the Rams. OECU didn't sign with the Texans. I mean, that's crazy. JP Zimmerman re-signs with the Giants. Or did he? I want to say he signed with the Ravens maybe or someone. Don't know. The Ravens once again signing a few guys. Taylor Eaton signs a 2-year deal with the Panthers. Marcus Harris, former guy for us, goes unsigned. Stanley Fryman, former guy for us, spent his time in Washington, also unsigned. I'd imagine he'd end up on a roster. Same with Corey Gowry. Alright, NFL draft time. Oh, don't know what I pressed. End of draft. Just gonna look at the draft recap. I completely forgot that existed, and then, well, I found out. Off of last draft, so we're just gonna use this. Draft recap. Who are our rookies entering the team? Right tackle is the first pick. Receiver is the second pick. Middle linebacker is the third pick. Ends up being our best pick, actually. CPU, I will say, did not do the greatest job. Alright. Sim ahead to the regular season. And choose draft class, we'll make sure to do that. Keep auto-generated rookies, yada yada yada. NFL rosters. Corey Gowry's on the Browns. He's back. He's never leaving. I mean, this is crazy. He's back. Sure enough, he is. I mean, look at this career stat line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't know if this is this year, but if not, he's in year 18 with us. We are going to advance to mid-season. Alright. Something I do quickly want to check is to re-sign players, if we've done anything, if we even have money. 9.6. Chris Reese, free agent. Mike Sherman's down to star. We're 4-3, so we're middle of the pack. Definitely lost a lot of firepower in last offseason. So I feel like it's going to be close if we make it. And well, it's just not true. 13-4. We ended up going 9-1 in the final 10 games. We have negative money. I don't even know how that's possible. Well, it's 9.6. Doesn't look like we even did anything. It's gonna suck if Chris Reese is not on this Browns team next season. Well, free week. Tennessee, the 1 seed last year, ended up as the 7, barely making it. Baltimore made it, but they got bounced round 1. Same thing with the Bears. Represented the NFC the past 2 years and the 1 seed. Barely make it and get bounced the first round. Let's just say if we make the Super Bowl and the Cowboys are, we're screwed because I don't think I have to say anything at this point. So I'm hoping that either the Cowboys don't make it or, as messed up as it is to say, we don't. Championship game though. We're flying through, playing the Chiefs now. And we do lose, and well, there it is. Told you. Quarterback 1 though. Running back 2. Tight end 3. Miles Dougherty, is he on the team still? If so, congrats. Antoine Barden, Rijkaard 1. I mean, congrats to him regardless. Demetrius Biddle, if he's also on the team still, congrats to him. I mean, well, regardless. Pat Boone, D tackle 3, congrats. Joey Caldwell, outside linebacker 2, congrats. I'm strictly looking at AFC side. Sorry if I missed any of our former guys in the NFC. Corey Gallery, punter 1. Alright, and then Super Bowl, Cowboys are going to win 31-21. 35-28. There's absolutely no surprise there. Did get Coach of the Year, which is nice. It's actually so annoying how much EA glazes the Cowboys. Devin Howard, former guy for us, calling it quits. First guy I see, and well, it's a hurtful one. Was that it, really? Oscar Trope, former guy for us, and Khalil Hickman, former guy for us, both calling it quits. Congrats to you two, and then some coordinators who I don't really care about. But Sean McVay, And Robert Salo, two real guys. Oh, Dennis Allen as well. All calling it quits. We're at the point in the series where even the real coaches and stuff are gone. I wish there was an ability to sim to the Phil staff for not doing that off-season recap because I hate having to simulate every single week. Shenard Stewart also calling it quits. Right, let's check the roster, see who all we kept. Chris Reese is not there. Biddle is still here. We've lost everyone in the secondary or the corner room. Taj Ward. And boy oh boy is our team falling apart. I mean, we still have Joey Caldwell, luckily. We still have our safeties. Though, for how much longer, I don't know. Joey Caldwell is 32. Going into the last year of his deal. DeMarcus Wilkins is going into the last year of his deal, I believe, unless we re-signed him. Yep. So help me. I will. Kyle Rogers as well. Let's check him. He's 32. He might be going into the last year of his deal. Our final three big players are leaving us in the same year. So, actually, I wouldn't even call Wilkins the big player. I mean, he's big, but he's not like big. Devion Carter's still here. He's been, around for the whole loop, really. But Chris Reese is gone. Jamie Rhodes, Mike Sherman, both gone. Like, boy, does that suck to see. They're going to be suiting up in a different uniform next season. Well, unless we resign them or they retire. But the likelihood of that happening for Chris Reese, I mean, I don't know how much money we have, but I would have loved to resign him. This is sad. This is the team I built. Chris Reese, what a story. The former Patriot got traded to the Browns, is heading back to New England. PJ Brown signed with the Chiefs, Mike Sherman with the Eagles, with Batista with the Jets. That's a lot of players who we just lost. Pat Boone again signed with the Packers. Terrell Ellis, former guy for us, signed with the Vikings. We haven't signed anyone, or at least if we have, it doesn't show up here. Someone I didn't see, however, in both the retirement and the free agency is the boy Corey. He is still going, 40 years age. Looks like he might have had his first season where he averaged, yeah, he last season or whatever, to 49.7, the first time he hasn't averaged 50 yards plus. Luckily, he turned it around. But I mean, he has been kicking it. 40 years, 18 years of play. That's not for the weak, no matter what position you play. Alright, draft recap now. We ended up with outside linebacker, running back, receiver, tight end, receiver again, running back again, safety. So this was a very offense-heavy draft. 5 of our 7 picks, and one of the defensive picks was the 7th round, so that doesn't really mean a lot. Granted, though, our first pick was the defensive player. Alright, looking at the time, we're probably going to have to split this into multiple parts. The goal is, I guess, I would imagine, is to get through 7 seasons this year. Alright, this is, wow, oh, he's injured, never mind. I was about to say, Cameron Livingston being wide receiver 2 is not good. In the nicest way possible, that's just not good. And our team, our cornerback room is weak. Taj Ward as our first guy is not good, and then our second guy being a 70. Most definitely one of the weaker secondaries. Safeties are carrying, to be honest. I do want to quickly check the re-sign, see who we've brought back, if anyone. Joey Caldwell is still here. Tony Flowers is there. Uh-oh, that Kyle Rogers is still there. That could that means DeMarcus Wilkins did get re-signed. But the players who I've built this team around, I think I saw 6-1 by the way, are gonna be gone. Fourteen and 3 is not enough for a first round bye. That is crazy. The Chargers went 13-4, and that wasn't enough to win their division. Oh my gosh. Bro, the AFC. And then you have the like, this is a powerhouse conference, and then you have the Bills and Jets kind of competing for that final spot. If we lose to the Bills, this is insane. This was a powerhouse year for this conference. 14-3 isn't enough for a first round bye. 13-4 is not enough to win your division. Okay, good. And we, ooh, new injury. Who's this? Kyle Rogers is going to be out for the remainder of the season and probably his final season in the orange and brown. The 12-5 Dolphins. We beat them before. Are they gonna get their revenge? They probably will. Yeah. Kyle Rogers being injured was most definitely not something in our favor. I mean, that pretty much ruined everything. He is our guy. Oh, we got a nice 3-year contract extension. Nice. Representing the Super Bowl is going to be the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. The team for us. Pro Bowl, DeMarcus Wilkins at the 2. Devion Carter at wide receiver 2. You'll love to see that. Max Carter's a tight end 3. Deon McLaughlin at tight end 2. You'll love to see that for the boy. Cole Stanley at left guard 1. The 2 teammates. Jace Buckner at left guard 2, former guy for us. I think Fisher was a former guy for us. I don't remember his name though. Cummins, center 2. Congrats. Antoine Barden. 2 Bardens. Left guard. Biddle. Is that Harvey Brown? Terrence Whitfield. Ed Palmer. Keith McCutcheon. Joey or Jerry Landry, whatever his name was. That's crazy. The amount of former players for us in that Pro Bowl, just the biggest smile on my face. It's nice seeing the players I cared oh so much about and still do care about making their way, doing their thing successfully on, well, a different team. And the Dolphins do pick up the win. We don't have any players of the year. Gregory Dansby winning Super Bowl MVP. Retirements. That's Matt LaFleur retires now. It's crazy. Not a single one of our former guys called it quits. Or present guys. No one who's played in a Browns uniform at any point called it quits that year. We have to fill staff again. Not my responsibility. I'm just going to experiment quickly. Okay, we can't. That's okay, because we can just check the important positions. Well, you most definitely did not re-sign with me. Signs with the Eagles. Signs with the Saints. And don't know why we're only able to see. Is this really like the amount of punters there are in the league? And 3 of them are on the same fucking team. But Corey Gallery finally on a different team. It sucks to say, unless he doesn't make the final roster. But he is going to be repping a different uniform for once. Spent a beautiful few seasons with, not even few, give him justice, at least 18 seasons with us. To that I want to say thank you. I mean, you most certainly earned your jersey getting retired. Players we drafted, we did get a new corner, so maybe he makes an impact. But this draft, quite the opposite of what last one was, where this is really defensive focus, and then the two offensive guys were backup quarterback and backup right guard in the 5th and 6th round. All right. I do want to quickly check to see how many years. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're in year 4. We're going to probably do 7 this one, if we can. The goal is 7. And then to kind of have this split into a 2-parter, because we're not going to get all 13 seasons done in 2 streams. Which will mean that, and I am off the remainder of this week, so it could even be today. Yeah, there will be a second finale. Alright. Oh, we're going to be playing Detectives Week 2. And all our former guys. That's nice. But looking at our team, we're down to an 85. Biddle went up in dev. I did not know that was even possible. Our receiving room is still top notch somehow. Our cornerbacks are not. Our safety room, however, oh boy. Oh, he's injured. Okay, so we have a decent safety room. Just one of them's injured right now. Special teams, we have Chris Croft. You are not. You have some big shoes to fill, buddy. And I just saw an X Factor at fullback. Who was that? Oh, that's her. Oh, shit. What is this tight end room? Okay, I mean, top tier team. The offense is definitely carrying our overall, which sucks, to say. Obviously, you don't really want a side to be carrying your overall. You kind of want them both to be good. You want to have a balanced team, in my opinion. Don't really want to go too heavy on either side. Breakout quarterback twice. We're 4-3. Our division is very even. And re-signing wise, 17 mil, so we probably already re-signed a few guys. Cameron Livingston is definitely someone I would want us to bring back. A lot of these other guys, I mean, as messed up as it is to say, are expendable. I mean, we tried to bring back Charles Burnham. We tried to bring back all three of these guys. None of them are even interested. Cameron Livingston's not interested. Mike Bigby's not. So we just fail with a lot of these guys. All of these guys are just straight up not interested. I'm only able to negotiate with Cole Stanley. And that's it. So I don't know what low balls we're doing, but no one is interested in us. So this could very well be the final year we really are competitive. And we squeak in 9-8. Like I said, we're no longer a super team where, I mean, we are the 7 seed. We made it by the. No. We need to talk about this. 15-2 is not enough for a first round bye. In the Madden universe, a 15-2 season is not enough for a first round bye. I was talking about 13-4, 14-3. We do lose our first game. Not really surprising. We have to fill our staff again for some reason. Okay. Congrats to the Dallas Cowboys on winning the Super Bowl. I mean, come on, bro. At least try. At least try and hide that you fucking rigged this game for the Cowboys. Retirements. Anyone that we would. Terrence Whitfield, that's a big one. Kyle Rogers. That one is big. That one hurts. Brian Flowers may have used to play for us, don't know. You know what I'm not seeing though? Corey Gowrie. JP Zimmerman, congrats to you. Broderick Noble, former guy, congrats. Matt Lowry, former guy. Marcus Abbott, former guy. We also had our offensive coordinator retire, Sean McDermott as well. Alright, we did experiment that 1 year, but we're not doing it again. Don't worry, I will not make the same mistake twice. Oh, there was another retirement I didn't view. Sydney Short. Guessing didn't get any offers, and I was like, if I'm not getting offers, then clearly it's a sign. Which I respect, hanging it up, you know. Once you know you're not good enough anymore. Demetrius Biddle goes to the Saints. Like, it must be a reality check. Harvey Brown signs with the Commanders to not be the guy anymore. Where no one wants you. Cole Stanley signs with the Eagles. Jamie Rose signs with the Jets. Pat Boone went unsigned. Mike Sherman signs with the Lions. And then Matthew Shields signed with the Lions. I just remember his name. He was not on the team one that I made. The Patriots with the first overall